Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this afternoon I ran over to Aldi just to pick up a few groceries to last me until I get my Social Security check on the 3rd. I still have plenty of meat from Will's last shipment that he blessed me with. So I just needed a few things to get me through. I've been eating a lot of salads, so I went ahead and picked up a head of iceberg lettuce, 3 tomatoes, a cucumber, and then I was looking for my bread, ran across these bagels. I was looking at the everything bagel, but there's something about that everything spice that they put on that has a weird smell to me, a very artificial smell, so that just grosses me out. But then I found these are called Hawaiian sweet bagels, so I'm going to try those, and I bought the cream cheese to go with them, and then I got a box of crackers because they're so good with when I have my salad. I got another dozen eggs. They finally came down in price, and I found my favorite iced oatmeal cookies. Y'all, these are getting harder and harder to find. I can't find them at all in a regular grocery store like Stop and Shop or ShopRite. They do have the little Dutch made ones at Dollar Tree, but they just don't taste as good as they used to, so I've stopped buying those too. But I was happy to get these. I've never tried the Aldi brand Benton's, but I'm sure they'll be good. I'll let y'all know. I got 4 bananas, green bananas. They'll be ripe enough tomorrow, I'm sure, and a whole bag of Gala apples. I love Gala and I love Honeycrisp. And I love that they're small. Now, I do cut one of those up and put it in my salad. And y'all know I can't go into Aldi without getting my raspberry Danish cake. So I'm happy to get that. And then I got a gallon of whole white milk. Okay, let me get the receipt and I will let y'all know what everything costs. I had $33. So I figured, well, let me run in there, and since I didn't need any meat, I knew I could get, enough to last me until payday with the $33. I was surprised I even have some money left over. Okay, so the large eggs were only $2.96. The bagels were only $1.95, and there's 6 bagels in there. So that'll be 6 breakfasts. And the white bread is always on 99 cents. The cream cheese was $1.59. This probably would have been at $3 or $4, even more. The Philadelphia or even the store brand from Stop and Shop. And then the 3 tomatoes were $1.89 for the 3. And the 4 bananas were 82 cents. I think they're 49 cents a pound. And that big bag of Gala apples was $2.99. What is it, at least 3 pounds? Probably more than 3 pounds. It feels like more than 3 pounds. And they're New York Gala apples. So those were, what did I say, $2.99? Family assorted cookie. What is that? I guess that's the iced oatmeal cookies. And then the head of iceberg lettuce, it's Dole, was $1.79. And the cucumber was 69 cents. It looks very fresh too. Some of them were wrinkled up on the ends like they looked to me like they had been frozen, but that box looked very fresh. If you dig around through different boxes, you'll find good produce. And then the Danish was $3.49. These are like $7 now, even more. The Entenmann's are $6.99 or $6.69, I think. And then the box of crackers, which is 7 ounces. These are really good too. $1.69, and y'all won't believe what the whole milk costs. It's like they're giving it away. A whole gallon, only $2.13. So this entire grocery haul came to $24.97. They didn't charge me any tax. And then I get home and realize I forgot to buy toilet paper. But I can pick that up. I'll probably pick it up when I go to get my medicine from Walgreens. They have it, the 4-roll pack, and they're big rolls of tissue for $1.99. So what I'm going to do is I have some chicken nuggets that I've already seasoned. I'm just going to grill them in my skillet with a little bit of olive oil. While those are grilling, then I'm going to make my salad. And then I have my Italian dressing that Will bought me in the last shipment. Y'all, their Italian dressing from Aldi, it tastes just like Olive Garden. But you have to make sure you get the restaurant style Italian. So what I'm going to do is grill the chicken in my skillet while I make the salad. And that's going to be my dinner for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed my Aldi haul. Please give me a thumbs up and share. And if you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe and become a part of my YouTube family. You will be loved and accepted here. And I want to thank all of you who have watched my grandmother's heirloom quilt that I made the video about on Sunday. Thank you so much for watching it and for telling me how much you enjoyed it. I really appreciate it. And I had a lot of fun making the video and just, reading about the places that my grandmother had quilted the names of, and, the Walgreens store and the Nichols store and all of those. It just brought me back when I was a little girl and I used to go to her house during the summer. So that was a lot of fun to read all of those things on those quilt. I just wish she was still here so that I could ask her the history of it and, why did she make that quilt. If y'all know the origin of that type of quilt with everybody's names and all of the businesses in town, why they made those back during the 50s, someone did tell me one time that it was a raffle quilt. But I have not been able to confirm that 100%. So if any of y'all know, I would appreciate it if you would leave me a comment below and let me know what you know about the history of those type of quilts. I'll leave a picture of it in case you haven't watched that video yet. I'll leave it at the end of this video. So thank you so much for being here. I hope all of you had a wonderful Memorial Day. And I hope that your summer is filled with fun and happiness and good health. Bye, guys. Okay, so here's my salad. I put a whole, one of those apples. They're so tiny. I put a whole apple in it, a handful of the iceberg lettuce, and 1/3 of the cucumber, and 1/2 of a tomato. Then I'm going to throw in my chicken nuggets. Let me put a little black pepper on my salad. I don't think I need salt on it. So let me throw in my grilled chicken nuggets. So I have enough tomatoes and cucumber and plenty of apples. I'd say for at least 3 or 4 more salads this week. So that'll be my dinner. So I'm going to put a little butter on a few of these crackers and go sit down and enjoy.